Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the homestead. I am so excited to show you guys what I have behind me here. We've been working on this for the last couple of weeks, so just to give you a little bit of a background, this is going to be our future she shed. We're going to call it the cottage. Because part of our property is in a flood zone, when we built the house, we had that house pad elevated so that it's clear out of the floodplain and we don't have to worry about that. We are building this shed right next to the driveway that's up on top of the house pad. And so we hired someone to put in some pillars, and then we hired a company to build the shed right on those pillars. Once they completed that, we were able to hire someone to come in and put in some plumbing for us and some electric, and we are converting the inside of it to a little bit more of a livable space or a workspace rather than just a storage shed. When they built the shed, it did not have a ceiling. It just had the roof rafters. So we installed some ceiling rafters and added a lot of extra support in doing that. And now we're gonna have to go ahead and put in some Deadwood so that we can attach the drywall to all of the edges along the ceilings. Deadwood is just scrap pieces of wood, and we'll do this in the corners and also along the ceiling. So we're going to attach two posts coming this way. That way, whatever drywall we have on this side of the wall is going to be able to attach to that corner. And you want to make sure that you have the same width as this post. Obviously, you don't want this sticking out too far. And then on the opposite wall, because we're matching the width of this post right here, or this stud, then we're going to attach two pieces of scrap 2x4s coming this direction. So in this way, we're going to have a nice corner that we're going to be able to secure that drywall to. And we'll do this in the corners and also along the ceiling. Any place that doesn't look like it's going to have a good spot to secure the drywall to, you want to make sure that you're installing some Deadwood. I mentioned a little bit earlier that we're doing some things to reinforce this roof and the ceiling. And one of the ways that we're doing that is by creating these trusses and placing some 2x4s at an angle to connect the roof joist to these ceiling rafters. Now, I'm sure there's a very intelligent way to figure out the math and the angle that these are supposed to be cut to, but I am not an engineer and I don't know what that way is. So what I'm doing is I have actually clamped this 2x4 down where I want it, or at the correct angle that I want. And what I'm going to do is just measure right here the distance between the roof and this corner. And whatever that distance is, I'm going to mark the same distance from the other corner down below, draw a straight line, and that's going to be my angle. So that distance right there is 1 inch and an eighth. So I'm going to mark 1 inch and an eighth on this other side, draw a straight line from that mark to the corner, and that should give me the angle right there up against the roof. Once I have this angle drawn, I'm going to take it to my miter saw and just adjust my miter saw to the correct angle line there. Again, I'm sure this is not the professional way to do it, but it works. So, and it looks like my angle is 20 degrees. Once I have this first angle cut, I'm attaching this with a clamp back up onto my rafters. I'm going to mark this right below the rafter so that I have this angle. Then I'm going to cut this board and use this as a template for all the rest of my truss pieces. It has been a really good productive days. We've put in a lot of deadwood, a lot of trusses, so everything should be nice and reinforced. For now, you'll want to come back in the next day or two. We're going to be putting in some hurricane ties to secure that roof just a little bit more. And we'll also be putting in some attic vents because we will have a little bit of an attic space. We want to make sure that that attic area stays well ventilated so that we don't have a problem with moisture building up in there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.